Hello and welcome to Coffee with Carrie. Another profile, another swipe, suddenly hours are gone, leaving you with nothing but arthritic thumbs. But listen, hope isn't lost. Sometimes all it takes is a few under the radar tweaks to finally meet someone worth your time and your effort. So this isn't your typical just be yourself advice. We're going to do better than that today. Some of you might know that along with my coaching, I also offer dating profile optimization. So I'm constantly creating dating profiles, either from scratch or really just overhauling profiles that aren't doing what they're supposed to or aren't attracting whom they're supposed to attract. So trust me when I say I've got some dating profile tips, ones that you haven't heard 1,000 times before. So if that's at all interesting or intriguing, I hope that you'll stick around because that is what's on the agenda. Want to talk a little bit about the secret power of emojis. I know. Some of us feel like emojis are for teenagers who text in hieroglyphics. But trust me on this one, studies have been done, and a study found that profiles with emojis get more responses. So it's science, because emojis help convey emotions and personality quickly, making you seem very approachable without having to write an essay. So use emojis to highlight your personality or your interests. Coffee, do the little cup, right? If you're a caffeine junkie, do a dog similar to your dog. If your pup is a non-negotiable, just don't go overboard, right? I always go back through at the end, and especially with male profiles, I always remove some after the fact. I mean, you're not running a sticker business, so just pick a couple that fit and call it a day, but definitely don't avoid them altogether. I really do use them sparingly when I'm doing profiles for clients. Next up, I wanted to talk about specificity. I like music, tells everybody absolutely nothing. But when you say instead, I'm obsessed with 70s rock, or jazz keeps me sane, I play it day and night, this is literally my superpower. When I create someone's profile, I interview them for an hour to get all these little tidbits as I ask them about themselves so that I can use them to answer the prompts. Sometimes it's a struggle to find the prompts where these tidbits will live, but I make them so specific that they jump off the page and attract people, and more often than not, the right people. So if you know what you want to say, don't be coy. These apps are designed to reward clarity. Let me share with you something about swiping practices next, and that is that if you swipe right on everyone, thinking you'll increase your odds, the algorithm won't take you very seriously. So be selective, and then the app will work in your favor. Swiping right on every profile, it actually hurts your chances. So apps keep track of how selective you are, and if you swipe on everyone, the app might push you to the bottom of the stack, assuming that you're not serious. Worst of all, desperate. So ask yourself, might I enjoy an hour walk with this person? What if I was simultaneously holding a delicious cup of coffee while walking with this person? Did that help at all? Ask these questions of yourself before swiping, and you'll save time, energy, and improve your odds of meeting somebody just like you. Couple little photo fixes that will make a really big difference for you. You don't need filters, and especially if you're a man, prefer no filters. We like men with wrinkles on their face, so don't ever do that and remove all your facial features and facial characteristics by putting a filter on your photos. But I would love it if you would start by straightening your photo's horizon line. When I edit people's photographs, this is literally the first thing I do in every photo. And I'm always amazed that nearly every photo I receive in email needs this simple and easy task of editing. The straight lines back here, these lines, they are my horizon lines. If they were like this because my camera was cockeyed, you would notice in an instant. It has been uneven before, and I almost wanted to refilm everything because my camera was knocked off its axis by animals and everything was a little bit off, but I fixed it in frame and we were okay, but it's important. It does distract the eye. So that's number one for your photos. So a crooked background sends the message that you didn't care, even if you did. Secondly, though, a quick thank you to today's partner, Taboo. Taboo is a brand dedicated to women's wellness. And they're changing the conversation around sexual wellness with their science-backed approach. As women, we experience different stages in life, and sometimes those stages come with physical challenges. Things like dryness, low libido, and even discomfort are more common than we think. But just because they're common doesn't mean we have to live with them. And that's where Taboo comes in. Taboo's on a mission to make sexual wellness as natural and essential as skincare or exercise. After a candid conversation with her own mother about the effects of menopause, the founder worked with clinicians, therapists, and women to develop a line of tools designed to support sexual health. The Golden Hour Kit from Taboo is a complete solution, and backed by gynecologists, pelvic floor specialists, and urologists, this isn't just about pleasure, it's about health. The products are designed to support women in maintaining their sexual wellness through every stage of life. If you want to learn more about these beautiful and effective tools, check out the link in my description below. And don't forget to use the code CARRY10 to get 10% off your order. Because our sexual health isn't something to ignore, and Taboo might be just what the doctor ordered. I want you to crop yourself correctly, too. If you're 40 feet away from the camera, so far back, how's anyone supposed to know it's you? I need you to zoom in, but you're going to have to check the resolution. If your picture looks all pixelated or blurry, if you zoom in, that's not the picture for you. If your pictures look pixelated or blurry, you're going to have to ditch it. It's not doing you any favors. And here's a rule. No need for every picture to take up the entire frame like you're auditioning to be a close-up model. Just a clear, clean shot with a relaxed smile does the trick. Once you've created a nice headshot photo, that's all you need is one. But P.S., do not forget that you also need a full body shot. And then you have room to play with all the ones in the middle. If you need more help in this area, there are a few episodes on dating profile pictures, and the link to my website is in the description box below. Next up would be about group photos. Keep them to a minimum, right? The group shot is fine if it's the only picture that you have of yourself at the finish line of the biggest race of your life. We can't be playing Where's Waldo in your profile. So one's the limit, and only if it's very important. I mean, you are the main event here. A supporting cast just ruins your odds of connecting. So make it easy for somebody to know which one you are without having to guess. This is a sneaky one. Update your profile picture every few weeks, even if it's the same picture. Why? Well, apps love fresh activity. It signals to the algorithm that you're active, you're a user, which can bump your profile up in other people's feeds. You don't need to overhaul your whole profile. Just make a couple minor changes that keep it looking fresh. Think of it like stirring a pot. A little movement makes everything work better. And in all honesty, I'm not even sure that this works with every app, but I do know that it works with a couple, so it's worth a shot for you. If you want people to reach out, make it easy for them. End your bio with a question or end a prompt with a question. Something like, any chance you'd be willing to share your 2 favorite hiking trails near here? Or, I'm very excited about season 2 of blah, blah, blah in the fall lineup. What are you all hyped up for this fall? Questions give people a natural conversation starter and make it way easier for them to send that first message. The profiles I create are chock full of little questions here and there so that I can draw people in and give them so many things that they can use as a hook. And that tip works especially well if you're tired of matching with people who never respond. Give them something to work with, something to talk about. The devil is in the details, and small changes can lead to big results. A couple of emojis, an updated photo, and a question at the end of your bio can make you stand out from the crowd. So go freshen up your profile and remember that you're just one swipe away from something fantastic. And for more tips on how to have a fantastic profile, check out this episode right here. But don't click over there until you give my mother her little thumbs up. She deserves that. She's a wonderful woman. And please tap on that subscribe button like you're collecting rent. Make sure it knows you mean business. And I'll look forward to seeing you back here again soon. Until next time, thank you and have a good one.